Alright, we're here with Matt Vasquez, Delta Spirit. He was nice enough to grant us an interview and ask him a couple questions. So y'all recorded Ode to Sunshine in an abandoned cabin.
Yes.
Where did y'all record?
It wasn't an abandoned cabin.
Okay, not an abandoned cabin?
It was our friend.
Oh, your friend's cabin?
Yeah.
Where was it?
This guy, he's from San Diego, he started bunk fights. And it became a, I swear, he became a hippie and grew his hair and grew a beard. And he had like a pot allergy, but he couldn't stop smoking pot, so he had like this allergy where it made his eyelash blanc. Real trip. And he had an awesome dog, his lab, and it's about as hot as it is right now out there. Well, not that hot, but we're really close to how hot it is right now. Yeah, it's really fun.
So where'd y'all record History from Below?
We tried to do this, like, we love getting the hell out of town.
Yeah.
Because Los Angeles is notorious for having really great studios, but you get the LA thing, and it's not really a great vibe to have a studio in Los Angeles, just because, for one, you sleep in your bed every night, and that's too comfortable. You always have your girlfriend, or the band's girlfriends, or you always have somebody else, like, just all your friends want to come to the studio. That just can't happen. You got to get out of Dodge. And so we went to Northern California in Cotati, and it was wonderful.
Nice.
It was beautiful.
So how were those two? Pretty different?
Super. Well, it was the same. It was basically like we were trying to find a studio that had like a live-work environment. So they had like this house that looked like a house straight out of like what's that Martin Sheen? Badlands. Okay. It was like a house that looked like Badlands, like one of the hideouts that Martin Sheen hung out at. And then you could walk through like this, this field, and then you'd end up at this other area, and there was like a studio compound. We recorded at the studio. There used to be a chicken farm, of all things. And Tom Waits did the Black Rider there, my favorite Tom Waits record, and also Bone Machine Mule Variations. And we got Chad Blake to mix it. Which was like we were recording it with kind of like our sonic inspiration, where like the Black Rider and this Los Lobos record called Colossal Head. It just had this really thick low end, but then like the roominess of the drums, the vocals, all these things, and it was insane. So when we went up there to kind of do that, it was really fun, and all the songs had kind of already been arranged and played live and all that kind of stuff. So it was really just like, okay, you want to go hang out with your friends for 10 days when you're in Northern California during harvest season in wine country, and yeah.
That's awesome. So it was
incredible
to do the record?
No, well, we had built a lot of tracks too, and so we had like, before we had decided to go up there, we have our own studio, and we built a lot of songs, and we had 5. And then we ended up doing 15 up there in 10 days. So we just had all the songs. But everything that we had done and started, like Ransom Man and White Table, were started, and like, Salt in the Wound. Like those songs got started like in a Pro Tools based world environment and like built up from a click track. But we took that and then we took it up and put it on analog tape, same gear, and then overdubbed up north. And but songs like Vivian, Bushwick Blues, Stalker's Lament, which is on iTunes, on the iTunes release, Scarecrow, like those songs, it was just like, we need that live vibe. We can't put a record out that's built off a triple click track. We just don't do that. But we wanted that too, you know, and so we just tried to do everything at the same time.
Like there's a good mix between that live vibe and like the kind of more studio feel.
That's kind of what we're about, is trying to have like some kind of like, we try to do everything at the same time, and maybe that gets weird for people. Like song like we played today at this in-store. We played Ballad of the Tally, which is usually on the record's 8-minute long song, and then we went in Trash Can, and it's like a song about murder and a song about thankfulness and having fun. And I think those polar opposites can fit well, just as long as you present it as, these are my 5 friends or 4 friends. We do what we do.
Right.
It sounds the way it sounds.
Alright, well, I gotta ask you, did you really get picked up by the band in a trolley station in the middle of the night?
Yes. I was busking. I've been busking since I was in 7th grade. I went to the principal's office and made $20 before school. Bailey Middle School in Austin, Texas.
You grew up in Austin?
South Austin.
That's where this blog is based out of.
Hello! I was Bailey Bear. Supposed to go to Bowie, but I didn't.
Nice.
Went to Dripping Springs. I dropped acid and moved to California. A lot of trouble.
Nice. So how do y'all think you've grown from Ode to Sunshine to History of Below? What's the biggest change there between the two?
Chest hair.
A lot of more chest hair?
So much more chest hair.
Yeah.
Now we grew up. We were a band for 11 months when we recorded Ode to Sunshine. We were in a band, and we toured on that for 3 years. So the writing process was a lot longer, a lot easier, and we had a ton of songs. So it just made sense, like the songs that we put out, you know. And even Ode to Sunshine is the same thing. It was basically like, I always kind of had a way about being like, well, we're gonna record a record, and it's like, you feel ready? Yeah. Okay, what do you sound like? Well, let's just put our foot down. We don't want to wait, you know. We just, when it's time to make a record, this is what we sound like now. Stretch yourselves as far as we can, and it'll move on from itself. Like these songs, like have evolved live for years now, like or over a couple years, some of them, and they still evolve every night. You know, they change.
Yeah,
just depends how
really
people feel, you know, like, and how like their things, like their nuances, their whatever, you know, and it kind of becomes that.
Nice. Yeah. What? Grab that for me. Go for it, man.
No.
So what? Can you explain a little bit more about that songwriting process? Do y'all sit down and just hammer them out, or do y'all take them a day at a time, like right as you're on the road?
We have absolutely no rules. We're a big fan of anarchy when it comes to writing songs. So there's no rule about topic, there's no rule about sound, there's no rule about anything. You just kind of go, I really like this. And you show it to everybody else. And you try not to finish the song. For me, you know, just don't finish the song before you show it to the guys so that they can take it in their own. And that way everybody has a lot more fun, you know. But you can write words and chords, and that's a song. And Kenny Chesney can go cover a Delta Spirit song, but it's not really a Delta Spirit song until Brandon and John get involved, and Kelly get involved, and we all sit there, and, you know.
Yeah, definitely. All right, who are some of your favorite artists that we have probably never heard of that we need to
Carl Martin.
Carl Martin.
Go get Rounder Records, Martin Bogan and Armstrong, that old gang of mine. Nick Cave Nocturama, or Let Love In, or Henry's Dream, or Northern Soul's Classiest Rarities, the Stax Collection, Phil Spector's box set's really good. I got it when he was on trial, it was so cheap. So good! Ronettes, Crystals, great stuff. Righteous Brothers, Lookout. Shit. Charlie, what is it? Reverend Charlie Jackson. It's God's Got It. I got that Waterloo Records.
Nice.
Blew my mind. Wayne Cochran's another Waterloo Records thing. Get down with it. White Knight of Soul, Wayne Cochran. Has a 2-foot-tall blonde pompadour. Wears a nudie suit. It's got more growl than Wilson.
Oh, we have so much time.
Yeah. Where?
Do you mind?
No.
Thank
Go
you
ahead.
so much.
What else? What other records should we buy here? If you're gonna go in a record store,
Like your videos.
Pantera's Great Southern Tranquil. It's really good. The opening's awesome.
All right. Where do you see the band in 5 years?
Dead.
All dead?
All dead.
Everyone?
Yep. We're gonna die by UFO abduction.
That's a new one.
Yeah, well.
I've never heard that one before.
That's where I see the band going.
Nice, man.
One of you is
Keep listening coast to coast.
not dead, but millionaire.
I'm a prick. I'll buy some cigarettes.
That's my
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, thanks for the time. I really appreciate it. And
Thank you.
Yeah. Y'all take care.